Here's our main action line for the whole system. Right down through here, with this yellow gold Trotman system. The Trotman system with this cocoon or Merkaba field has 9 of these prong couplets, where the middle one lines up exactly across, where these others create triangles, and if you spin the triangle you get a cone, and you also have another dynamic where you create a Grail cup through the outer ones. These prongs spin around this axis here, which is angled at 14 degrees from the main one. So that's saying, to me anyway, that there's a certain CRP, or critical rotational position. This is that the brain makes to accomplish some specific attunement. This is how labyrinths work, because you change your brain resh tone, it's a musical thing, from one alignment, attunement, to another in the field, the geographic field of the Earth and the magnetic field. This is how labyrinths work. You're always changing your attunement, so you're creating a musical composition or dance, or however you want to think of that as you go into through the pre-programmed attunement. That's a labyrinth. So anyway, this 14 degrees then is apparently that if we align on a basic reference frame, here it's our Sha'alura, and then that field of the Sha'alura, and then the angelics, because we just then created the angelic gate, and right here, which then brings the whole Sha'alura into this system. Now, every one of these have 5 dots or fields. This one has 6. So that 6th point is your Selah implosion, or the Nutra point. It has different designations, but that is your main gateway point. Or all of this field and this field, that's the point. So that is where the angelics yesterday didn't designate the point and said that was up to me. So we did this morning, but with the managers, the couplet that manage the lodge here, which itself is a major gateway in a number of different levels and realms and so forth. So that just triggered a short time ago under a very controlled geometric format. So we have these different angles or cups or grails for each one of these things. There are 4 of them that face up, and 4 of them that face down, all of them at the same angles, 14 degrees there, and then 14 degrees there. Sort of like a double 14 that was installed here. So, so that 14 degrees then, a summary statement, appears to be the amount of CRP, the critical rotational shift, from the main event axis to accomplish a specific attunement. And just what that is, if it was 38.8, we know it would be the Numis Ohm or the New Earth CRP.
Excuse me, Bill, where is the 14 degrees? Because to me, the top angles are different from,
Well, the 14 degrees is relative to this,
those lines. Oh, okay,
which is,
okay.
it's identified by
Okay.
the system itself. When these spin around, that creates a disk, a teledisc and a reality frame that's coded by whatever's coming in on that. That sets up an attunement for these things to do their thing relative to the primary event axis. 14, 4 and 4 is 8, 28. Well, anyway, so that's my wag on it at this point, and we'll find out more as when we start reviewing whatever happened this workshop. But whatever it is, we find that it's pretty important. So basically, we opened the gate to the central sun, or from it, a vector or a representation, and I suspect that is the 14-degree offset required to activate these things.
What I'm looking at here, it looks like that 14 degrees is the group Sutratman measurement. Like we just.
From that, well,
Yeah.
except that it's included in it through this point, these points here.
Yes. Yes, so we created a very specific group Sutratman here.
Yes.
For just now.
Installing the 14 degrees
Yes.
through, using the L shift to manage that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, oh my God, precisely. That's what, all right, let me,
Smokers.
let me direct your attention. Why don't you bring the crop formation up? We'll come back to this.
Okay, which crop formation?
The Missouri L.
Missouri L?
Missouri L is the name of the central sun of all central suns. And that's the Aziz component or state representatives, which is, we are wearing those today, and we've had previous experience with those. All right, so Missouri L.
What that video is?
Yeah, let's look at it, blow it up a bit. Extremely important crop formation came in a couple of years ago. Include this and that.
Give us a.
Well, just, okay.
We're just gonna bump it up to, say, 400 and see if it'll take it.
Oh, a bit
Now we go
much.
up.
Missouri L is called the Golden Star Missouri L, and it's located right now in Leo. Oh, that's good enough. In a couple minutes, we'll want to, that's all right. All right, so Missouri L is here, is the central sun. Of all central suns. So every one of these disks is a central sun of some universe or other. So there's a bunch of universes, over 350, and I sort of lost count, of which we're one of them, somewhere.
Where is that one located?
The crop formation? I don't know, I'd have to, it's in that group somewhere.
They're all in anyway.
Yeah, well, most, yeah.
This,
But it's relevant for today in a number of ways too. So this is a signature you'll find in crop formations for the central sun activity. Our 40 Worlds signature also uses this thing. So the 40 Worlds apparently are keying into 40 universe realities of some sort requiring a central sun activity. All right, so this gives you an appreciation of the thing we're keying in on. So move it, I want to go that way with your, and, no, you can make it smaller. Yeah, I'd like this whole diagram, if you can